You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, what's up guys? We are back with another episode, and honestly, we've been kind of cooking. We've been doing really well. We've been playing the Diamond 2 deck, and it's been doing really well. I have no complaints. Like, the deck's been doing well. We had a couple bricky situations, but for the most part, we've been playing with some real urgency. We've been winning for the most part. Yeah, we lost a couple here and there. It's going to happen. But overall, the deck's been performing really well. Alright, so we are in Platinum 2, and we just won the coin flip. The hand is looking really good. It's looking really good. We have a rank 4 plus Commandant. So we have Necro Valley plus a rank 4 plus a draw. Like, this is a really good hand. Well, I'll start with the Commandant. We'll see if they ash this. If they do, they do. Nope, they don't. Now we go Photon Thrasher. Special summon that out. Special summon out the Endymion. Activate Endymion. Yep, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Activate to itself. We'll attach the Artemis. Activate Artemis to search out Zorora. Actually, in this case, since I'm putting up Necro Valley, I think it actually might be better just grab another Endymion. Yeah, it probably is. Then we activate Endymion, pop, draw. In this case, Endymion's probably better. Draw. Bestial Magnamut is useless under Necro Valley, so we might as well put him back. And then we will make a quick... Yeah, I think in this case we make Photon Galaxy Dragon. I think he's the best option right now. Photon Galaxy Dragon. Again, Bagushka's not bad. And we'll detach, obviously, Endymion. Bagushka's not bad. But we'll just do that. Yeps to hand. And that is a pretty good... It'll be a follow-up. We have a great normal summon. We have Eternal Galaxy. We have the Duramacan. Like, this is pretty good. I mean, yeah, if they have, like, Harpies, Feather Duster, Raigeki, okay, they beat us, but, like... Actually, no, technically Raigeki doesn't beat us, but the Harpies, Feather Duster does hurt right now, if they have it. If they draw it, it does hurt. But it's not the worst thing in the world, but we've got a pretty decent hand. It really just depends on what they're playing. They actually are playing Orcust, then we pretty much have won this duel because Necro Valley beats Orcust almost completely. Like, it's like basically impossible to do it otherwise. And then, yep, standby phase. We definitely want to activate the Eternal Galaxy now. They have something in their hand that they can activate, some sort of a quick play spell, or a hand trap like maybe Nibiru, not a Nibiru, like a Maxi. I don't know, what did they? Imper Maxi. I don't know what they have. They have an activatable card, 100%. All right, so here we go. Let's see what happens now. So again, I don't know what they're playing yet. They haven't shown me anything. They have had activatable effects because it does keep pausing. They're playing Fiendsmith. I'm not going to interact with this. Fiendsmith is absolutely torched by Necro Valley, so I'll let him think that he can do something because realistically he can't right now. Like, that doesn't actually do anything. It'll let him add a Light Fiend. He'll discard it. He'll activate the effect, and it won't summon anything. So by all means, he can. Yeah, that's not resolving. Doesn't resolve. Yep, doesn't resolve. I'm not even going to negate it because I don't need to. It'll automatically be negated. So that just was a waste of time totally. And that's why Necro Valley is so good. I'm so glad that we pulled the Commandant because we essentially now have 2 copies of Necro Valley. It's pretty good. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. And he's going to activate Bonfire, okay. Again, it depends on what deck he's playing. I still don't know what deck he's playing. He's probably playing maybe Snake Eye Fiendsmith based on that. But Fiendsmith is like mixed with everything, so it could be like it could be Ashen Fiendsmith. It could be, it is Snake Eye Fiendsmith, but it could have been Ashen Fiendsmith. But again, Necro Valley is so good against Snake Eye. Like, yeah, he'll summon this, he'll search, this is all fine. I could actually negate and destroy this, but I don't feel the need to. I don't feel the need to. I could negate and destroy it, but then I'm triggering a monster effect that could trigger Triple Tactics Talents, and like, what's the point of that? This will let him add a Snake Eye Spell Trap card. Honestly, that can add the spell card that puts him into the back row. So I'm going to go ahead and Lost Win this since this is a free special summon. So I'll just Lost Win this. If he links it away, whatever. Like, his graveyard effect is irrelevant to me right now. I think Lost Win here is actually a great move. So we Lost Win, cut in half. That doesn't matter. But the point is we stop that effect. He doesn't get the Subversion. Subversion totally beats this dude. And I'm not trying to lose this guy for nothing. So I think that's actually a pretty good negate there. Yep, he's going to link it away into a Link Karibo probably. Although Link Karibo, again, does pretty much nothing. This does pretty much, if this card's sent to the grave, target a fire monster grave, replace it, that effect is irrelevant. I would do this, but it's just going to get negated anyway. This is once per turn. It's actually not once per turn, but it's going to get negated. There's no point to activate it. It can't move. So activating it would be just wasting my time, my opponent's time. There's no point to activate that. Has he normal summoned yet? I don't think he has, right? No, he hasn't. We've stopped the important parts of his deck. Diabellstar's coming out next. Yeah, he's going to summon Diabellstar. Yep. And this will let him search a Sinful Spoils card. I actually think I'm going to negate and destroy this. If he has Triple Tactics, he has it. But I'm going to negate and destroy this. So I'm going to activate. Yep. Activate. Yep. And I'm going to detach this to make sure it gets negated and destroyed. I want it in graveyard. I don't want it on field. This gets him to SP Little Knight. This gets him to a lot. So I'm not trying to deal with that right now. So I'll negate and destroy it. And if he has Triple Tactics, he has it. Like, it is what it is if he has it. The cool thing, he has Fiendsmith. That doesn't matter. That's fine. The cool thing about if he does have Triple Tactics, like he activates Triple Tactics, if he activates the effect to like steal my monster, and he scoops anyway. If he like stole my monster, I could just activate Durama, and then it would send Link Karibo to the graveyard, and that would be face down, so it would be useless. So he couldn't like link away for like an SP Little Knight or something. So I had plays even if he did have Triple Tactics. Okay, this guy was absolutely 1,000,000% playing like a meta deck, and we just absolutely beat it. We just beat it. And they're playing Kashtira with the meta deck, so that's even a worse combination. They were playing Snake Eye, Azamina. Yeah, Snake Eye, Azamina, Fiendsmith with a Kashtira Unicorn Engine. This is the kind of stuff that we typically lose to, but we just absolutely pulverized this guy. Okay, let's open not one, but two master packs. And hopefully pull something really cool that is usable and very important to us. Let's see what we get here. We've got Electric Jellyfish. I'll take another one of those. That's actually a very good common. Red Eyes Transmigration, Absolute Power Force. Can't use that. Obliterate, Nightwing. At this point, we just read every new card that we get. Assault Mode activate the turn it's set. You can activate Assault Mode activate the turn it's set. We do have Assault Mode activate, and we do use that engine, but I don't think this has any relevance for us whatsoever because we haven't pulled any of the like if I pull maybe the the Stardust Assault Mode monster, maybe I use that, but I don't have that. And then we've got an Element Saber monster, which are one of the worst archetypes ever made, to be honest with you. So next we've got another master pack here. Utopia is making an appearance. Typically he makes an appearance for no real reason because he doesn't change the outcome of any of the cards. He just elongates the process, except for this time. Apparently it's important that he made his appearance. Fallen Angel, Super Heavy Samurai, Gizmek, 6 or more cards banished normal, some of those without tributing. I don't think we can really do anything with that. Infernoid monster, no point to read that. That's 3 paragraphs and it won't be relevant. A Gamma. Okay, let's see. There's a super under here, which is El Shaddoll Shekinaga. You need a Shaddoll monster and an Earth monster. So as a super poly target, it's a maybe. But no one's really playing Earth like that. And then the rest of the effects are just kind of okay. That's not a terrible card. We have a UR under here, which is I sold in Royal Rare, which means we get to open whatever pack this unlocks. We get to open one pack of whatever this unlocks. I sold is a crazy Royal Rare. That's an amazing Royal Rare. Wow, we haven't pulled a Royal Rare in a million years. Yeah, it really has. So such a long time. That's a great Royal Rare. If only I played this deck. Maybe we can theory craft with Warriors now. I don't know. This opens up so many possibilities. It's such a great card. It's such a it opens up so many possibilities because it's probably the greatest warrior ever printed. Probably. I mean, it does a lot. Adds a warrior on summon. You can't normal summon or special summon that monster. Okay, whatever, or activate its effects. And then also you can send equips, special summon warrior from your deck with the level equal to the equips. So it's possible we can maybe get creative with this somehow. I got to look at what we have. I know for a fact we do have some Noble Knights, so we have a decent amount of Noble Knights. I guess I'll look at that. You don't usually play it in Noble Knights, but we can probably get away with that. Also, we probably have some good, decent warrior stuff. But we get to open another pack here, which is the pack that it was unlocked by a sold. So whatever pack I sold unlocked will go to. Is it special? Where are they stored? I don't know. I actually don't know. It's probably down here somewhere. Yep, this is the Noble Knight pack, so we get to open one of these, because remember, it's called the Royal Rule. If we pull a Royal Rare, whatever pack it unlocks, we get to open a single one of that pack. It's totally random, because I can't control what Royal Rare that I'm going to pull. So, completely random. Let's see what we get. It's a Super Rare. It could be a Super. Actually, this is one of these packs. So, it could be a Super Rare, it could not be a Super Rare. We'll find out what's in it. Yeah, it might have just lied to us. Magic Drain, decent. Snow Dragon, already have it. Kashtira Overlap, can't use that, don't have enough Kashtira. Sofa Court, can't really use that. Astolfo, Noble Knight, whatever the heck that says. Renaud, which we already had anyway. And a Horn of whatever that is. So most of the cards we pulled, we actually already had anyway. So the only new card that we pulled was Astolfo. And we already, like, he's only a common anyway. So we pulled a common that we already had, like we didn't have, but it's a common anyway, and then we pulled cards that we already had regardless, so it wasn't really that impactful. So let's go check out what do we have in terms of warriors. Okay, I don't know if I have enough time to like theory craft this mid-episode, because I really don't know Noble Knights that well, but these are the Noble Knights that we have. These are all of them. Does this include the Ignoble Knights? And it doesn't. It does not include the Ignoble Knights. So we have to look at that separately. But these are the ones that are available in terms of what we have. Lady of the Lakes, we have 6 of them, so we definitely have them. Queen of Noble Arms, we have that. This, the Floral Knight, whatever. Yeah, we have this. We have the Noble Knight Brothers, 2 of them. We have Yvain, so we have that. This dude, and then we have pretty much all of the equips, except for we don't have the field spell. We have pretty much all of the equips, which I guess is good. We don't have Heritage, but we have all of the equips. So to a certain degree, that's good. Yeah, every equip. We literally have every equip except for this one, the round table. But that one's not even that good. But we have every other equip, which I guess is positive news. We have the little museum. We have this. So we have some decent stuff. Now we go back. We don't have her. She's a hand trap, right? Yeah, we don't have her. So we have most of it. Now let's check these Noble Knight cards, Ignoble Knight cards. And then we have a lot of these. We have the Courageous Crimson card. How do you link the Ignoble Knights? Why aren't they all linked together? Why are they all so sporadic? It's so weird. I don't know which ones we have, but we probably have a lot of those. But I should probably look it up before. Infernoble. There we go. Infernoble. This is what we have for Infernobles. I'll include the missing ones. We're missing a fair bit with the synchros. We're missing all of the synchros except for our captain. But we have a lot of them. We have the entire main deck missing this dude right here and Augir. We're missing 2 of them, but we pretty much have the entire archetype. Now, I'll be honest with you. Again, I'm not like particularly knowledgeable on this, but it seems like we have most of what we need, which is quite nice. Yeah, I guess if you guys know anything, definitely say something. If you see something, say something. I don't know if what we have is good enough to build, but I know that I sold is a very good card. All right, we won the coin flip. This hand is again pretty good. It's pretty much the same hand we had last time. We draw this card a lot. We'll just activate special summon. Oh, thank God. Actually, I made a mistake there. I should have activated D-Fissure before I activated Shathana, because then I could have played around Effect Veiler. I guess we could have played around stuff, but I don't know why he surrendered. I don't know why he surrendered. Well, we'll go check out his deck to see. Okay, this is what my opponent's playing. Infernobles. They're playing the exact deck I just pulled a card for. Look at that. What are the chances? Look at this deck. So they're playing Infernoble Neos. Infernoble Neos. Exciting, actually. I like that a lot. Very creative. They're not playing Rainbow Neos, which you gotta play Rainbow Neos. If you're gonna play Neos, you gotta play Rainbow Neos. That card is too good to pass up, but oh, I think we have the Immortal Phoenix Gearfree too. I forgot we have this card. I think, unless I'm mixing this up with my main account. I'm pretty sure we pulled this card, which makes the Infernoble deck that much better. I really have to, by the end of the episode, kind of like fit that together. I gotta at least take a look at it, a heavier look. Maybe near the end of the episode, we'll take a deeper look, but I think I have that. So I have that. What else am I missing? I have 2 Renauds now. I'm missing this dude. I just confirmed that. And then random stuff. I mean, I have the engine, the Battling Boxer engine. We have 2 of this guy, not 3, but we have a part of the Battling Boxer engine. But crazy enough, yeah, because this guy by itself is an I sold. Normal summon, search this, summon I sold. The problem is I don't know what our like payoff is. Oh, and we have MX Saber Invoker. I forgot all about that. We do have MX Saber Invoker. Yeah, we might really take a long, hard look at our stuff, because we might actually be able to play this. Okay, let's open up some Master Packs. We get, again, 2 Master Packs. 2 Master Packs. Exciting. They're a pretty good pull. We got a Royal Rare of a very, very, very good card. So, we got Consecrated Light. Used to play that. Don't play it anymore. It's good against, like, dark decks, but whenever we pull this card out, they're not playing a dark deck. I will never complete this deck. It's too complicated. Limit Reverse, another Psy-Frame card that we have, but we don't have Driver. We need Driver to work those together. Twilight Ninja Jowgen, Abyss Script, and under here we've got another UR, 2 light or dark monsters, always a Sky Striker card. You can only summon it once, blah blah blah, sure, okay, whatever. This card is special summon target 1 monster with 2500 or more attack, negate its effects until the end phase. That's not terrible. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks, you have Sky Striker, blah blah blah, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. That's kind of good, like, but I do have Sky Strikers actually. And I do have a Sky Striker, and this is actually like not bad at all. We can look at our Sky Striker card shortly after this, but this is like actually legitimately not a bad card. Especially this bottom effect is like kind of crazy. This is good for going second, and this is good for, like, this is not a bad card. I gotta like look at what I have for Sky Strikers, but like that is actually half decent. That is like not a bad card whatsoever. That's a new Sky Striker card too, so I don't really know. Another UR, man, we are off to the races today. We have really been pulling well, and this is one of those URs that's hidden. I could be anywhere. Let's see. We've got a Super Heavy Samurai, not happening. This is probably the UR. A Bujin. We always pull Bujin. Here's another Bujin. Is this guy who mills 5? Yep, this is the guy who mills 5. Yep, this is the guy. So this guy's decent. You can use him in things like Light Swords, because you can summon like 2 wolves and then you can mill 5 cards. Not the worst. Yeah, we finally pulled a Bujin UR. We've pulled so many Bujin commons. We finally pulled one that's a UR. Crystron, that's pretty good. Violet Witch, blah blah blah. X Saber or Dimensional Wall. X Saber, XX Saber. Okay, so this is like decent. And then the rest of this stuff is kind of like nonsense. I guess another Dimension Wall isn't the worst, because if we do eventually go into burn deck direction, it's good that we have that stuff, then we don't. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on here. So we'll check Bujins, just because, like I said, we've pulled, look at this. Look how many Bujins we've pulled. We basically have the entire archetype, and now we have Tsukiyomi. Now we have this guy. Like, we have every Bujin monster, almost every Bujin spell. We're missing 3 spell trap cards. We're missing at this point 3 extra deck monsters. We have almost every single card except for Mizauchi. We're missing that one and a couple others, but like we're missing we're missing a couple, but we have like almost the entire archetype. It's actually kind of insane. This is the really new one that's really, really good. So we're missing this, and obviously this is the best card in the archetype, I believe. Fortunately, we're missing it, but like we have a ton of stuff for Bujins. Sky Strikers, let's check on that real quick. We have this bum. We have 3 copies of him. He's terrible. He shouldn't be a super rare. He should be a common. He shouldn't, realistically, he really shouldn't even exist, but he's a super rare, but we pulled 3. We have 1 Ray, 4 Roses, so that's not terrible. I wish we had 3 of her and 0 of him, but it is what it is. But we have all of these other ones that we just... What's crazy is this came out when we started this challenge, none of these cards existed. This existed and this existed. These other cards didn't even exist. And what I think is crazy is that we've managed to pull all of these other cards before we pulled a 2nd and 3rd copy of Ray. That's insane. That's actually insane. We also have Hayate for attacking directly. We have Zeke, Kaina. I didn't even know we had this, but we have Temperance. We have, obviously, the UR. We have Engage. We have almost the entire lineup of spell cards, which is kind of crazy. Is that really... We have to be missing something. Yeah, we don't have Widow Anchor, and we don't have Hornet Drones, and we don't have modules. Multi-roll, we don't have that. But we have almost the entire Shark Cannons, 3 copies. We're missing a couple. But, like, our engine's not actually that horrific for this deck. We just don't have... We're missing key parts here, but it's actually not that bad. Alright, we just won the coin flip again. The hand's pretty good. We have a Shithana. We have double Shithana and a Necro Valley, so it's actually pretty decent. I guess we start by special summoning out of Shithana. Perfect. They don't have an interruption. We normal summon the other one. We overlay into... What else do we have in hand? No, that's fine. I think we just overlay, because this gives us advantage, into him. They ash us. It's cool. We sit on... Actually, I'm going to summon it in attack mode. It says 2000 attack. Summon the Galaxy Photon. Activate Search. And we have Necro Valley and Fiendish Chain, which actually is pretty decent. If they have ash, they have ash. Like I was going to run into an ash eventually anyway. So the good thing is if I can survive this turn, next turn I can just use this effect again and eventually get to where I need to get. So we just activate this, set the Fiendish Chains, and then sit on Ash. We have 2 interruptions and a Floodgate. So it's like actually not bad. It really is not bad. So we have 2 interruptions. We have a hand trap, a trap card, and a Floodgate, and a 2000 attack. Come on, damn it. Always the Kashtira Unicorn, every time. I can't stand this damn card. I really can't. Like I don't even hate Fenrir as much as I hate Unicorn. They always open it. They always open the Kashtira Unicorn. I don't know why. I don't know how. We've recorded it so many times. None of this matters because that engine is completely destroyed by Necro Valley. We've recorded it so many times, but they always open the Kashtira Unicorn. It's like insane. Like mathematically, it's insane how much they open him. Because at this, I'm not complaining at this point. I'm just amazed. There was a point where I would get angry. There's no point to get angry. It's just shocking. It is. It's just shocking. They always open it. They're going to open. This card is never going to resolve because I have Necro Valley, so that's cool. Brand Regain is whatever. Neither the branded cards nor any of that stuff is really going to resolve. I'm going to tribute summon into a Bestial Baldrake. Damn, that sucks. I cannot. Yeah, it's just I just lose my monster. Nothing I could do there. Nothing I could do there. That dude's gone. Okay, so what do we do now? There can be only one. Not relevant in any way to what we're doing or any of our struggles. So I think we just end phase. That actually sucks. What the hell am I supposed to do now? That Ash Blossom really hurt. And if that Ash Blossom never happens, none of this would have happened. So activate the... Again, I'm not going to Ash this. There's no point. I'm going to search Lacrima and probably discard something. Not Lacrima. Yep, Saronir, sure, whatever. So now he has 2 monsters in circulation. Damn, this sucks for me. This lets him send. Don't care. I don't care if he sends. That doesn't matter. That doesn't bother me. The thing that hurts right now is that he just has a lot of damage on board that we're gonna have to deal with. We need to draw like a Buzzsaw Shark or something. That would be ideal right now. Buzzsaw Shark for sure. Buzzsaw Shark would be the game changer. Ugh, but he's got... damn it. He's got this little combo right now, which is really good, because he can use Bestial Baldrake to tribute. Never mind. Never mind. What's he going to summon here? Chaos Angel. And that'll let him banish a card. Yep. And there goes the Necroville. I can't do anything about that. Damn, that sucks. Bestial. Magnamut. Yep. I mean, this isn't a dragon, so it doesn't matter. He's going to banish this summon. And I'm definitely going to... he can chain block, so if I Ash... I'm just going to leave the Ash just in case, because really this draw is not going to make it be a difference maker anyway. Yeah, drawing off this Ash is not going to make a difference. Drawing off that isn't going to make a difference. Unless you drew something crazy, that made a difference. I guess we flip There Can Be Only One. That'll prevent him from getting back the Bestial Lubellion, and it'll prevent him from summoning the next monster. I guess that's, yep, Saronir. Maybe not Saronir. Druid Worm, End Phase, okay. We need to draw something absolutely crazy here. Absolutely crazy. Gonna search another dragon, Primite, Ether Barrel. So many powerful cards just packed into one deck. Yeah, that doesn't... I mean, that saves us for one turn. I guess we just set that and save ourselves for one turn. It's the best I've got here. It's the best I've got. But I mean, it doesn't really... I'm gonna go to battle phase. I'll probably flip everybody. Yep. We'll flip everybody face down. I don't even know what we are really looking to draw at this point. I honestly don't. This gets reset, so it has neither of these effects, which is pretty cool. And then you can activate, yep, Bestial Druid Worm. Banish Lacrima, draw a card. Yep. Yep, there's no point to Ash this. It's just pointless. He's gonna activate the Primite card, yep. He's got the, actually, there's nothing I can draw anymore. Yeah, this duel's wrapped. There's nothing I can draw. Like, that Ash Blossom actually was the beginning of the end there. It's incredible how one Ash Blossom really could lose you like an entire game. We won the coin flip. Our hand is okay. We can, I guess, start with Photon because you can't use him later. So we'll start with him. Start with him. Our opponent has some sort of response already. It's a Maxi, great. Okay. Here we... This can come up later. Buzzsaw Shark can come up later. Shathana coming up later. Probably not. I think we summon Shathana. And we go for... In this case, I think just to do the least, it's probably a Baguska Pass situation. I think Baguska Pass is probably best right now. Because then next turn we have good follow-up and we just pass. Because if I had gone Photon Lord, I would have to special summon again, and then it'd just be one monster negate, whereas this is a floodgate, and this could potentially stop a turn. We'll have to see. Now he's going to please playing Gold Sarcophagus. At least we know this. Not Gold Sarcophagus, King Sarcophagus. He's got this, which is a... he's playing... I'm going to Ghost Ogre this for sure. I'm going to Ghost Ogre this. That's a good Ghost Ogre. Then he doesn't get to send, and the card gets destroyed. That's actually a good Ghost Ogre. Yeah, that's a really good Ghost Ogre, and it stops me from having to deal with this. That's good. Yeah, he's playing Thunder Dragons for sure. He's playing Thunder Dragons with Horse. That prevents him from getting Amseti, which is good for me. Now he's got this dude. Okay, fine. I can change the defense instantly. Yeah, that was a pretty good Ghost Ogre. That's one of the better Ghost Ogres we could have done. He's going to Striker Dragon. And he's going to search out with the next one. Yeah, Wyvern Buster. He's going to draw the Bestial Saronir. Banish my Ghost Ogre. I mean, if he's playing SP Little Knight, he kind of has us beat here. Because all he has to do is just use these two to make an SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight banish this, because this only negates defense position monsters, right? And he just makes, yeah, just literally just SP Little Knight, activate banish. That's all he has to do. Then he has full combo, yeah. There's nothing, yeah, he just banishes that. And then he just goes full combo. Because now he can send a Bestial monster to graveyard. He has the Wyvern Buster and the other dude in hand. Unfortunately, I think this is it. Yeah, that gets banished. Yep, Armageddon Knight. Damn, what a draw. What a rip off the top. Now he's playing the Thunder Dragon Dark. Yep, Wyvern Buster, sure. He's got 4 monsters on board. My follow-up is an Exceed. I guess we wait it out. We just, but the SP Little Knight is annoying because he can banish my monster and his monster. We drew a very monster-heavy hand this duel, which hurt us quite a bit. Yep, we've got Thunder Dragon Colossus. He's going to go to battle phase. That game? No, it's 73, so it's just shy of game, and he's going to just not go to, okay. End phase. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Draw for turn. Commandant. A little late to the party, but we'll take it. I can't search. Doesn't matter. Okay, can I summon? Yep. Buzzsaw Shark's the only thing I can do. I can't search, so Uppercutter is not going to work. We have to just get to our Hail Mary play, which is the Wonky Quartet. That's our only play that we can really make. So we'll activate. We unfortunately can't just enter battle phase because SP Little Knight would just cook us. Yep, there it goes. So SP Little Knight can banish our monster, his monster, and then we can't summon. Whatever we summon off a Buzzsaw Shark is irrelevant. That's unfortunate again. So with Buzzsaw Shark, it doesn't resolve because there's no monster on board to copy. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else I could do. Nothing I could do here. I think we just lose, unfortunately. Okay, we just won the coin flip again. We've been winning coin flips a lot, actually. This has been really good. We unfortunately haven't been pulling perfectly, but we've been opening coin flips. Okay, so we'll, with this hand, I think the Sage is probably best. Just in case our monster gets ashed or something, we can just summon the Z Sage. I think we do the Uppercutter route here. He's going to droll us, probably. Based on the, yep, he's going to droll us, which means Baguska is definitely the decision I'm going to be making. You just summon Uppercutter here, and then we just summon Sage. Yeah, definitely Baguska here, 1,000,000%, because we can't search off of this anyway. So I think we just Baguska, Solemn Judgment Pass is probably the way to go. Not my intention, but definitely what needs to happen now. I wouldn't have done this, but I have to do it. It is what it is. He's playing Primite. Man, this is such a tough decision. Yeah, I think we just let this slide. We just let this slide, unfortunately. You hope that he doesn't have the right stuff, but you gotta let it slide. I'm going to summon that. No matter, because we have this to negate it, so it doesn't matter. Yep, change the defense, negate it. Not relevant. Okay, he's going to activate, summon a Blue Eyes. I guess I could Ghost Spell this. And what is a Blue Eyes going to do here? Erratic? Yeah, probably Erratic. Yes, we'll activate the Haunted Mansion. I probably could have Judgment to this, but which would have avoided all of these effects, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do now? It's a little too late for that. Yep, he's going to activate this. Tribute, send a normal monster, which is probably going to be Blue Eyes, but it's negated because it was activated on the field. Even if it resolves in the graveyard, it's still activated on the field. Gonna Maiden of White. Can't do anything about that end phase. Okay. He doesn't even set off the True Light. Okay, cool. Warning. Warning can destroy Lordly Load. So we'll activate, pay maintenance cost. For sure. We'll pay the maintenance cost. I think we flip this to attack and then make a rank 4, an additional rank 4. Yeah, we do that. I don't want to just sit on the Baguska. It's no fun for me. It's no fun for anyone. So we'll just activate Buzzsaw Shark, target itself. And we'll summon Right Hand. And then we will go into... I guess, actually, Gungan Suship is probably bad. I know we're using, like, all the obscure guys right now, but, like, a Gungan Suship would be pretty decent, because we can pop this. And that is probably pretty smart. Now we can pop this, or pop this mystery face down. And this can't be destroyed by battle, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he's going to activate to set. Yep. I mean, he can't activate it yet anyway, so I can judgment it anyway. So we can go to battle phase, attack directly. We can destroy something. I think we destroy... Actually, if we destroy this, he can't set another copy of it because he can't set the same card that he's already got. So if we just destroy this, he can't set it because it's in the graveyard. Cool. So we'll do that. Main phase 2, Solemn Warning, set this. And now we just passed. That was actually pretty decent. Yeah, and he cannot set another copy of Wishes because you can't set the same card that you have. So that is pretty good. You can set other stuff, but he cannot set Wishes. And activate a normal summon a normal monster. I am going to warning this if I can. Apparently I can't. Nope, never mind, I can't. But the good thing is if he does something with this monster, I can warning. No, I'm not going to warning this, but if he does something with these two, I will warning the summon of that. He has Majesty. I think I have to judgment this because this doesn't target. It can pop pretty much anything, so I have to judgment the Majesty. Yeah, I have to warn it. I have to judgment that because I don't know what he's even going to pop, and I can lose some of my more important cards. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Gonna use these two to summon Spirit. I think Spirit we do Solemn Warning the Spirit. I don't think that's a bad idea. If we Solemn Warning Spirit, then he doesn't get to the only thing is he can just use True Light to summon another Blue Eyes, but I'm gonna go ahead and Solemn Warning Spirit. I mean, the reality is we're kind of in trouble no matter what, because right now all he has to do is summon Blue Eyes from the graveyard. Troll and Lockbird. Honestly, he has game on board. All he has to do is summon Blue Eyes from graveyard using True Light, banish the Wishes, and then make a Tyrant and just attack my monsters, and he wins the duel. Like, he doesn't have to do this. I don't really know what he's doing, but this duel is like if he was smart, he could have won. He has another Primite. Yeah, he has game on board right now. He just isn't doing it. That's my only hope right now, is that he's just done with it. He's going to set the Roar. That can summon out of Blue Eyes. And that, yep, that will summon out of Blue Eyes. Did he summon the one in graveyard? Nope, he summoned the one. He's going to use Wishes. Yep, equip Tyrant. Why would you equip Tyrant? That's supposed to equip Tyrant. You're supposed to... Yeah, he's a Tyrant to make Tyrant. Okay. And that's game. Yeah, that should be game. It's 14-14. That's game. Yep, and you can set back any trap card, including Majesty. And that's game. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe I should have kept Baguska in defense mode for another turn, but realistically, his spell and trap cards produce too much advantage. I don't think that would have been smart. Because he could just keep producing. I had to make a play there. Maybe Suship wasn't the right play, but it is what it is. Alright, we just won the coin flip. And again, the hand's pretty good. It's just, you know, it's a matter of what they have in their hand. We'll start off with Dimensional Fissure. Because the Dimensional Fissure will help us play against Effect Veiler. Because Effect Veiler is quite good right now. A lot of people main deck it for blue eyes or in blue eyes. So if they are playing blue eyes, that'll stop that. And then I think from here, I think we go with the Photon route. I like it better than Baguska route because the Baguska route is kind of easy to defeat and it's a little frustrating. So we'll go with this route, activate. Our monster can't be destroyed by battle anyway, so I can summon it in defense and not feel bad. And we'll search the Eternal Galaxy. And now we've got a pretty decent situation here. We have the destruction, this, and then I think we just put chaining on and pass. And this is actually not bad. And we can put a light monster in graveyard whenever we want to by detaching material. And then that will allow us to summon the Bestial Baldrake when we need him. And they're going to scoop. Wonderful. So the positive thing about today is some of these games have been kind of like auto wins. The second we just do some of this stuff, we just win easy games. Yeah, like this guy just gave up just because we had too much already going on. Okay, after suffering a couple of losses, we got another win here. They're playing Yubel. Thank God we won this. They're playing Yubel with heroes, with all this stuff. Thank God we had what we had because I hate playing against Yubel. Nightmare Pain is actually like a real nightmare for us. Like we just absolutely do not have an out to this card. And especially when they get multiples on the board, we have no out. They do damage every time they attack us and we lose and I have no out. So thank the heavens that we did what we did there. Alright, let's open up 2 more master packs and hopefully continue to pull really well. Because like, I wouldn't say that the cards that we're pulling are like exceptional, but they're like exceptional in rarity. Like look at this. This is really good actually. We've got a holo right off the bat. Burial from a different dimension. That's pretty good. And I don't know about generically. Another Bujin, one of the only ones we didn't have. S-Force, cool. Evening, Twilight Night, is that usable in any way? Blacklisted Soldier Ritual Monster, say no more. It's not usable. Puppet Parade, can't use that. Super rare, Spell Power Mastery. This can search Endymion. That's cool. Yeah, this can search Endymion and then place spell counters. But this can search Endymion. If we want to add this to our deck, we can. This essentially gives us 4 copy of Endymion. I'll look into this. Maybe we play this, maybe we don't. And for the UR is a Zephyra Metaltron, which 2 monsters special summon from the extra deck, 2+ monsters from the extra deck. This is intended to be played with pendulums. I don't believe that we can really utilize this properly, and I'm definitely not giving up Exceed monsters to summon that thing. So Spell Power Mastery is definitely a cool pull, but the cool thing here is that we have another pack to open. I might add that card, I might not, I don't know. I mean, is that worth playing? I don't know if it's really worth playing. We've got another UR upgrade. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. No, Endymion is actually really good. He's not technically a free... Wow. This episode has been... No, I didn't mean to do that. No. That's possibly usable in Sky Iris, and that is... Okay. Send a spell trap card. Special summon this card. It's a level 2 monster. Then add a White Forest monster, except LZ. I don't know which ones we have. During your opponent's turn, if a light spell tuner special summon this card's in the graveyard, add this to your hand. Okay. So this is a pretty good card. We already knew that. I didn't even have to read that. Then Sky Iris is also a pretty good card. Destroy it, add an Odd Eyes card. The problem is, of all of the pendulum stuff that we pulled, the pendulum stuff that we pulled the least of is actually Odd Eyes stuff. We pulled a bunch of other stuff. We pulled Magicians. Pulled Performer Pals. We really pulled a lot of Performer Pals. But actually the least of all of the pendulum stuff that we've pulled is actually the Odd Eye stuff. Mostly because a lot of the Odd Eye stuff is very high rarity. So we haven't pulled a ton of it. And then LZ's pretty cool. So let's go check out if any of this is usable for us. Okay, so this is what we pulled. We pulled another Joan. Sure. Let's check what we have in terms of White Forest. Yeah, we have we have Sylvie and we have that White Forest. We have Elzette and Sylvie, and that's it. So we're like good cards, but not enough. Let's check what we've got in terms of Odd Eyes. Yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to Odd Eyes, they're all such huge archetypes. We really don't have a lot of Odd Eyes cards. We have a lot of Performer Pal, a lot of Magicians, but we actually do not have a lot of the Odd Eyes stuff because it is somewhat high rarity. We pulled a Bujin card, which is cool. Zephyra, I don't think we can use. We can technically use Spell Power Mastery. If I go to my Diamond 2 deck, we can technically use Spell Power Mastery because it does search Endymion, but I don't even know what I would cut. in this situation because I'm kind of comfortable with a lot of these ratios. And while Endymion is our best normal summon, I don't know if I want to increase the copies from 3 to 4. I don't know if I even want to do that. It is our best normal summon that doesn't special summon something else. That is our best normal summon. So while it is a good card, I don't know if I really need it. It probably gets play in our spellcaster deck, but in this deck, I'm looking at it. I don't even know what I would replace, so I probably wouldn't. Alright, so we just won the coin flip. The hand's pretty decent. Goes in, and there can only be one, and Ghost Spell, and a spellcaster, and a spellcaster. This is really not bad. It just depends on what he's playing. So we'll start with Zorora. Yeah, again, it just depends on what he's playing. It's a pretty damn good hand. Number of factors. I mean, he's playing Blue Eyes, probably, which means there can only be one is pretty good. So goes in is not so great. We'll start with the Zorora. He's obviously got some kind of interruption. I don't know what it is yet. But we'll attach Artemis. Yep, we definitely want to do this. We'll special summon out the Galaxy Summoner. He could Imperm us or Max CS. I have no choice but to play into this because I have... Not only am I committed to this play, but I'm committed to basically a future play. I have no choice but to do... Like, I just... There's nothing I can do. I basically have to commit. I have enough floodgates where it's not that big of a deal, so I can do that. He probably has Ghost... Like, he has Troll, maybe? I don't know why he had... opportunity. I guess we can make Risen here, but I don't have water in graveyard, so that'd be pointless. I could probably just make the Photon Dragon. Yeah, I'd probably just make Photon Dragon. Yep, right there. I actually meant to click here, but it's already too late. So we'll activate the Photon Dragon, detach the Zorora, add Eternal Galaxy. And we just set 3 pass. That's actually not horrific. That's what I'll do. I'll set 3 pass in a moment here. So we'll set, and just pass. We'll see what he's playing. I will put the chaining on so in the standby phase I can switch this out into the next monster. But again, Maxi kind of hurts our deck, but it hurts every deck, so I can't really complain too much other than our stun deck, which it does not hurt because it doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah, the stun deck just doesn't really care about hand traps for the most part, except for sometimes Ash. But for most hand traps, it just doesn't. It just shrugs at, which is kind of cool. So we'll summon out Photon Lord right there. And now we have Photon Lord, 2 floodgates, and a Ghost Spell, which isn't the worst. If he starts with the... Yeah, that's not the worst. If he's... Depending on what he starts with, we can do pretty good here. Okay, he's going to start with Perry Reeves' map. That's awesome because that cuts his life points in half right off the bat. Yeah, that cuts his life points in half right off the bat, which is great. He's probably going to add Sage or Maiden or something of that sort, based on the fact that he's playing Blue Eyes. Now, of course, it would be cool if he started with the Ether Barrel, because then I could just goes in him real quick. But he did not. I could... And he's going to normal summon this, activate the effect. What is smart, actually, I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of the Galaxy up to negate. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is a Galaxy monster, so if I use this, I negate, destroy, wipe this off the board. And then if I wipe this off the board and he passes, he doesn't get to his... If he's not able to get to his field spell, he loses his normal summon. I negate and destroy his monster, and then on the follow-up, I can just summon out Endymion, gain some attack directly, and win because he paid half his life points, which is nice. So depending on what else he has here, that could be game, but I guess we'll have to see. It could be game if he doesn't have any other. If he doesn't have Maiden, that could be game. If he doesn't have the field spell, that could be game. Because he did waste his normal summon, and I did wipe the monster off before he could commit any more plays. He's going to activate... Oof, this is not good. Actually, we have Ghost Spell. Ghost Spell actually came up. Alright, so he's going to call by the grave the Ghost Spell. That's unfortunate, and there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing at all that I can do about that. Sometimes they have it. Sometimes they have the call by. That really sucks because that means he's going to be able to summon out of Blue Eyes. He's going to be able to save his life points. That really sucks. We finally have... Ghost Bell finally has like a really significant, impactful use. And unfortunately, he has the call by for it anyway. And now I'm just kind of like... Now I have to deal with this damn Blue Eyes and defense with all of this freaking defense. And I don't really have any way to deal with him. He's just a 2500 defense monster. I have nothing. Like, I just can't get over that. Like, we would have had the game. We would have had the game had it not been for this Blue Eyes. So we'll activate, search out, advancer to hand, yes. And I think we see what we can do here, but he's gonna Droll and Lockbird us. Okay. Like, okay, cool. Okay, like I'm just okay, that unfortunately that only doesn't change defense, only attack. So we'll special summon out the Photon Advancer. We'll normal summon out the Endymion. Activate, yep, do this. Itself. Yep. We'll do this girl right here, because then we can pop this back row. Target itself. Target this back row. We'll pop both of these. That is a Paraeves map. It was a bluff anyway. He has a jet in hand. Oh my god. Not a jet. He's got to have a jet. Which sucks for me. Yep, there's the jet. Now I got to deal with another thing here that I don't want to deal with. Technically, I can... There can be only one, but I really don't want to. I can always use the effect to negate this, but I don't think it's actually a great idea. I think we let him summon Jet, and hopefully he summons it in attack mode, and I just steal it. If he summons it in defense, I just run over it. Okay, so he summoned that in attack mode. Okay, so from here, I think we go with the Silent Honor Arc. And we steal this Jet forever. Which we should have summoned in defense, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll activate, detach both. And we'll target the Jet and take it. Nope, we'll take it. And I think... From here, I think we just set the Forbidden Droplets and pass. I think that's the best play that we've got. We also can fool around with this Forbidden Droplets too. We got rid of everything. We can fool around with the Forbidden Droplets because we can use, like, if they activate an effect to summon, like, a dragon, we can use There Can Only Be One, and then we can send the dragon, There Can Only Be One, later to the graveyard in order to do some attack shenanigans. I'm going to summon out Sage, which I'm definitely going to negate and destroy in a moment here. He activates. Okay, he's going to just normal summon. Nothing I can do about that. Actually, I'm going to There Can Only Be One. This way, he can't summon anything. He didn't even activate the effect, which is smart, because then I can't do anything. But now, that stops him from summoning Spirit. And that stops him from summoning any Spirit. The level 1, Link 1 Spirit, but it also stops the level 9 Spirit. It stops both Spirits, so... He's stuck with this in attack mode, which is really dangerous for him because this thing has zero. So he has to have like a Link Karibo or an SP Little Knight or something like that. And that's the only way he can really do anything right now. If he has SP Little Knight, yeah. But then he clears his own board for us, which is also good. So he's kind of in a checkmate situation, which is good. Battle phase. He's going to attack... I'm going to wait until... Yeah, so we're going to wait. Battle step. We can also just... Let me see this. This card be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can detach one material from this card. Actually... You know what? I'm just going to let this hit. I'm going to let this hit. I'm going to take the 900 damage, so next turn we can win. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to let this hit. Yep, sure. We're going to... Use the effect. Yep, Silent Honor Arc. We're going to use the effect. Take 900 damage. That's fine. Jet. But we detached Jet. I forgot. That's fine, though. We detach Jet. Does that trigger immediately? I hope that doesn't trigger immediately. Okay, it doesn't trigger immediately. Thank God. Because we want him to stay on this Sage. We want the Sage to remain here. But he can't summon, because we have there can only be one, so he can't summon that anyway. Yeah, he can't really do anything. He's kind of trapped, and that Sage is going to be responsible for a ton of damage being done to him. Yep, end phase. Definitely going to activate the Galaxy to thin our deck out. We're actually going to put it as material, I think. He has a response. What could his response even be? Like a call by the grave? What could he have? He's going to ash us. Okay, that's fine. By all means, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to negate and destroy. That's fine. I might need that for later. Yeah, I might need that for later, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So now it goes back to our turn. It goes back to our torrentials. It's cool, but Jet in the graveyard is a little dangerous. So we'll flip this to attack mode. Mathematically, can I win? This is, if I attack this, that's 21. If I attack this, it's not enough. So mathematically, I don't think I can win right now. So I think we just go to battle phase. We attack with this dude. Yep, we attack with this dude. Bam, right there. He's left with 1,500. Main phase 2. Change this to defense. Set this. And he's left with 1,500 life points. So if we can... We're very close to doing something here. But he can very easily summon Jet back out. Which is kind of annoying. Yeah, Jet is kind of annoying. Go straight to the battle phase. And he's going to declare an attack on this, which is kind of fine. Does this negate only effect monsters or send any? Ah, this only works on effect monsters. Ah, I should have known. Okay. Well, guess we activate this. Why not? We'll activate this. But we still can. We'll activate Photon Thrasher to hand. Yes, just in case we need follow-up for later. He's gonna... Yep, we're gonna lose our Photon Galaxy dude. You can't do anything yet because... No, can't. Main phase 2, yep. If we can make that dinosaur, actually, we pretty much win. Because that dinosaur does some decent damage. Yeah, this dinosaur. We'll draw Solemn Judgment. Okay. It's not terrible. I guess we set Solemn Judgment. Yeah, this is unfortunate, but I mean, we're not in the best situation right now. And this Blue Eyes being a normal monster is really not helping. If he summons something else, we can Torrential, and then we can just deal with that monster, but I would Torrential right now if I could, but so then he has Jet in graveyard, which Jet is a real nuisance. He's going to do Maiden. Nothing I could do about that. Yep, he's going to do that. True Late, he can set Wishes, but he has no discard anyway. He can set Majesty, which that can actually hurt us. But I can negate it with Judgment. Alright, he's gonna use... Yep, that's fine. He's gonna set Wishes, but obviously Wishes does nothing right now. If we draw a level 4, we have a route to victory here. Yeah, if we draw a level 4, as long as it's not a warrior, we have a route to victory. We need to draw like an Endymion or something. If we draw an Endymion, we have a route to victory. Nope, no need to do that. Instant contact. Oof, well, that eats up the spell trap card zone. Fuck. Of course. Damn it, man. Why did this have to eat up a spell trap card zone? Trying to think if I special. Yeah, I guess I just got to special summon this. This dumb blue eyes. It has to be. Yeah, don't want to do that because that'll just trigger Jet in the graveyard, and there's no point. So I think we just end phase here. We just defend our life points and go to end phase. Yep, end phase. Oof, that sucks. Yep. Goes in. Still kind of dead. Gonna activate True Light to set another thing. Probably again, Majesty would be the card I would be setting if I could. Ultimate Fusion, can't use that. I mean, the positive thing is we do still have Torrential, so he's trading blows here. We're going monster by monster, so we just have to. If we could do just a little bit more damage and then summon the big dude out, we're good. Yep, he's gonna activate Wishes. Drill Lockbird. Yep. I'm not gonna negate that. He's gonna add Roar and Maiden. Okay, cool. He's gonna use Wishes to equip. That'll make his monster even more difficult to destroy here. It's gonna be 34 now. He's gonna activate Majesty. That I will be negating because I just need to negate this. Otherwise, he destroys. There can only be one, and everything we have right now that protects our life points will be gone. So we have to do this. We have to negate that. We have no choice. And Wishes will equip something, but it will still prevent him from doing anything crazy. We want him to normal summon something. That would be ideal. So then we can Torrential. And now we cleared a zone out, which is important. And it's a good thing we summoned this monster, because if had we not summoned this monster, he would just attack us directly. He's at 3,400. Are you going to attack us? Nothing I can do there. So again, I just need to draw level 4. And then I wouldn't say I'm golden, but if I draw level 4, I'm in a much better spot than I am right now. Yeah, I'm definitely in a better spot if I draw level 4. That's not a warrior, hopefully. If I just draw any other level 4, he's going to summon that. I'm definitely going to Torrential on this summon. I think I'd be dumb not to, because then I destroy this. Actually, I could leave this in Forbidden Droplets in and just attack it, but I'd need to draw a monster. It's 1,500 attack. Yeah, I would need to draw a monster at 1,500. I think we do this, and then we just risk it, because then that outs 2 monsters. I think that's a pretty good deal. I think that's a pretty good deal. Also, like I said, we could have. I think that's a pretty good deal. He does get to trigger Jet in Graveyard, which is fine. Yep, Jet gets triggered. That's fine. I already knew that. I don't think that's a... we also could have, like, again, we're like 1 monster away. If we had drawn a monster, guaranteed to draw a monster, because right now we cannot guarantee a monster being drawn. And I want him to have an effect monster, because I can actually use Forbidden Droplets against an effect monster. I can't use Forbidden Droplets against a non-effect monster, so having that Blue Eyes on board was just killing us. So he's going to set a card. At this point, what has he left to set? He has the Trap card in Graveyard. Like, what's... oh, Bingo Machine, go. Alright, end phase. Cool. Yep, cool. Now we get to... please a monster. Solemn Warning. It's not a monster. That really actually sucks for us. So we set this. And we go to end phase. Unfortunately, we really needed a monster. Any monster would have won us that. Any monster. Any monster that wasn't a warrior would have won us that duel. Nope. Literally, any non-warrior would have won us that duel. Because any of these, Buzzsaw Shark, Right Hand Shark, Shathana, Endymion, ZS... well, not that, but like any of those guys would have won us the duel. Gravekeeper's Commandant, like any card. Actually, and even the Warriors would have won us the duel, because I could just fit Forbidden Droplets this away, and then I'd have been good. He's going to activate Wishes. Yep. Discard Bingo Machine. Can't do anything about that. Yep. Grab Bingo Machine, go. Maiden of White. It's going to go straight to the battle phase. I mean, that's what we wait. If he activates this effect, then we have to kind of... Yeah. He's going to target a card, probably there can only be one, which will lose us the duel. Yep, so I have the Forbidden Droplets. I have to, have no choice. I will go ahead and send Solemn Warning, because realistically, he's about to make that card completely out of range of use. So I might as well just negate this now. I don't want to, but I have to. It just completely makes that monster, that card, out of range. Because now he attacks us, and we have less than 2,000. So, as much as Gozen is useless in this matchup, this card is even more useless in this matchup. Alright, main phase 2. He's going to activate Bingo Machine Go. How many of these does he play? So he's got that one. This one is a Bingo Machine Go that's set, and that's another Bingo Machine Go. He has 3 Bingo Machine Goes. Yep, he's going to grab one card randomly. Maybe Chaos Max, maybe a Blue Eyes. Could be either. Normal Summon Maiden. Yep, nothing I can do here. Yeah, nothing I can do here. Again, I didn't make the wrong play earlier. We just didn't draw a monster. He's going to link to... I guess I made the right play. IP Masquerena with no monsters. Okay. But I guess you can summon... Oof. Oof. Okay, now I'll just leave it for now. But I actually can Gozen if he activates True Light. And then he's stuck on an IP Masquerena. But I really don't want to be stuck under my own circumstances right now, because my life points aren't exactly in a great situation, and neither are my options. So... this is actually not bad. He's going to activate this to summon. I'm going to activate Gozen, but realistically, he could just chain True Light right now if he wants to, and then summon Blue Eyes out of the graveyard anyway. I don't remember if he used True Light right now, but he could summon Blue Eyes from True Light. And either way, he can kind of get to the same situation here. Yep, he's going to let it resolve. Perfect. That's fine then. So now he's stuck on an IP Masquerena. If I draw any big monster, I'm good. If I draw any big monster, ideally, a big water monster. But yeah, ideally a big water monster. And we draw Sage. I mean, it's more defense than this has attack, so I guess that's not terrible. So we'll summon that in defense, and we have to pass because they cannot be used under there, can only be one. So we'll just set and pass. I have to wait to draw another Forbidden Droplets to get rid of my own Gozen match to be able to play. This is the only play that I can think of, unfortunately. Ring of Destruction would be nice too, but not yet. Yeah, I wish I had like an Ash or something, would have done even more damage. We have Crackdown. What else could we actually use that would matter? Bestial Magnemite, late to the party. That would have been game. I would have to tribute set this, and I will tribute set this, yeah. Why not? I will tribute set Bestial Magnemite. The next turn, if we survive, we could just attack this and we win, right? Yeah, that should be game. Yeah, that would be game. Yeah, that is game if we survive. If our opponent ends this turn right now, we win this duel, because he can't change this to defense. There's no way he's actually attacking me. There's just no way he's actually attacking. This is insane. There's no way you actually attack me in that situation. Why would you attack a tribute set mon? Like, what could it possibly be in your mind? You have an 800 attack monster. Why in the world would you do that? That's just such an obnoxiously bad idea. Such a bad play. Ring of Destruction late to the party. But it doesn't matter because I think we can just attack now. We just flip this to attack. Battle phase. And hopefully they don't have some random ass like, yep, they didn't. We won. We won. Okay, I'll take it. I wanted that win and I took it. Yeah, cool. I will take that win 100%. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. It is about as standard of a Blue Eyes deck as it gets. It's actually pure Blue Eyes. It's not even, they're not even playing like, yeah, they are playing straight up pure Blue Eyes. They're not even playing the Primite stuff. To a certain degree, I gotta respect it. But definitely there are some cards that could get cut from this deck, and it would certainly improve the deck overall. Okay, let's open up some more Master Packs and hopefully get something cool. So we've got 2 more Master Packs. We've got, yep, Glowing, possibly Super Rare. We'll have to see. Our rarity of our pulls have been really good. Spirit Shield, what in the world does this do? Once per battle, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, banish 1 fiend or zombie from your graveyard, negate that attack. A little specific. It looks like Mirror Force too. When your opponent activates a card effect that would destroy a card, banish 1 fiend or negate the activation. It's continuous. Once per turn to the end phase, if you can do not just send this card to the graveyard. Alright, so this is a little specific. I don't know if I'll ever use that. Miss Archfiend, Gishki, Aqua Mirror. I used to use this a long time ago. Dragon's Bind's decent in the right deck. Cyberdark Edge. A hollow is Penta the Dark Clown. Why is this a hollow? This card sucks. It misses timing. This card is terrible. Why is it a hollow? Why in the world is that a super? That card is absolutely... That looks like a legacy card. Like a legacy ticket card if I've ever seen it. There is no reason for that card to be a super rare. We've got another potential super rare here. Aroma Blend. Adaganister, Limit Reverse, Kaiju, I guess, is decent. It's a high attack Kaiju, but maybe at this point, if we pull enough Kaiju, we just summon it on our board. Devouring Sarcophagus, Simorg, Repulsion, and Closed Forest is decent. Sometimes it can stop field spells. So depending on the meta game, it could be good, but off the top of my head, it's not good against Fiendsmith. It is good against Snake Eye. It is good against Blue Eyes, but there's a lot of decks that this is just not very good at, so like very good against, so I don't see myself playing it. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. We have 8 legacy tickets, so I can open them the old-fashioned way, because again, there's only 8 of them. It's not like there's a ton, so I could go kind of one by one and look at what we pull and see if we can, there's any good results here. Nope, we already have those cards. Those are not good enough. Those are not good enough. So we'll see what we get here. We've got Provide and Performable Monster, Salivant Driver. That was one of the first Cyberus monsters ever printed, and unfortunately it shows because they're not very good. Transforming Sphere. Alright, this is a little too much going on here. I don't think we can really use that in a Raid Raptor Vulture, which I guess is okay. Pulling off Raid Raptor stuff, it could be good. We've got 2 cards that we don't have. Psychic Monster, can't really do much with that. Fiend's Mirror, not really a great card. We'll see what's under this one. Hopefully something good. Exiled Force. Unironically, the best card we pulled out of this entire thing. I mean, we could search it up if I sold. Emperor's Holiday, negate all equipped cards. And then that is a really old card that probably doesn't have a TCG printing. We've got Dark Cure, Seekers of the Past. Can't really do much with that. And let's see, last pack is Regenerating Mummy and Salamandra. Yeah, the only card that I can really maybe use here is the Exiled Force, which is actually kind of sad because this card hasn't been usable at least 20 years, maybe longer. So that kind of sucks. La, 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 la.